We are on Middot, Perek Daled, Mishnah Zayin, 7th and last Mishnah in the 4th chapter of Masechet Middot. Now we're going to look at the walls or the structure of the heichal, the length and the width. We said it was 100 amot. So I made a mistake. I thought this area was 100 by 100. That's not my mistake. This whole thing is 100 by 100. So if we go back to that's a mistake from the last Mishnah. If we go back to our chart and we zoom out, so the 100 by 100 is literally this whole thing. If I look at, I'm looking at it straight from above, this is 100, and then this is 100, and that's 100. So it's 100 by 100 by 100 if you would extend the entire area out exactly that way. That's why it's 100 by 100 by 100. And we're going to see where the measurements come when we go back to this chart. We're going to spend a lot of time on this chart, so I'll move myself over so I don't get in the way. Let's go back to the Mishnah. Me'amizrach lema'arav me'a amma. Okay, from east to west, 100 amot. So let's just get our bearings back. We're going to go back to the chart. We're going to do a lot of flipping because we're going to read it. But here is east, here is west. Remember, the Kotel HaMa'aravi is down here. So east to west. So it's 100 amot from here to here. Let's go back to the Mishnah. We're going to read it all, and then we'll just go through it one by one. Okay, Kotel HaUlam Chamesh. The wall is 5 amot wide. These are very, very, very thick walls. Va'ulam HaCharasar. The entranceway is 11 amot. Okay, depth. Kotel heichal 6, the walls of the heichal are 6. V'tocho 40 amah, and the heichal itself is 40 amot. Okay, let's go back to our chart so we can see it. So this is 5 plus 11 plus 6, and then 40 amot to here. And we're now here, just so we keep our bearings straight. Okay, amah traksin. One amah is traksin. The word traksin is an interesting one. The Bartanura says traksin means it was the wall. The kotel mafsik ben heichal lebein kodshei kadashim karui traksin. There was a wall there in Bayit Rishon. There was a wall that divided between the heichal and the Kodesh HaKodashim. Why is it traksin? Al shem shesoger ta'aron v'aluchot shenidu b'Sinai. It closes in soger the aron with the luchot. Trak v'lashon arami sgira. Okay, the word trak. That's why it's traksin. It's the closing wall. So that was 1 amma wide. Okay, let's just look where we are. So this was 1 amma, and in Bayit Sheni, they had a space. The Bartanura says they didn't know is the traksin part of the Kodesh Kodashim, part of the Kodesh. So they made 2 parochot. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it. There were 2 parochot. One here on the entrance and one here. The Kohen would walk on this way and come around to Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur. That's how he would go. We'll go back and the Mishnah continues. That's Amat Traksin. Then, Ve'esrim Amah Beit Kodesh Kodashim. The Kodesh was 20 Amot. Kotel HaEchal 6. The wall of the heichal was 6. Hatah 6. The offices were 6 wide. The kotel hatah 5, and the wall of the ta was 5. So we have really another 20. 6, 6, and then 5. What do we say? 6, 6, and then 5. 6, 6, and then 5. Okay, now we're going to go Minat Safon Darom. Back here. So now we're going to go from north to south. Okay, we're going to zoom out a little bit more. Minat Safon Darom. We're not going to go that much out. I zoomed in too much. I apologize. Minat Safon Darom. Here we're going to go from here to here, from north to south. Back to the Mishnah. As I said, we're going Minat Safon Darom Shivim Amah. From the north to the south was 70 Amah. Kotel HaMesibah 5. We're starting closest to us. The wall of the Mesibah. The Mesibah, remember, is that like a ramp or whatever it was. Stairways was 5. HaMesibah 3. HaMesibah 3 Amot wide. Kotel Hatah 5. The walls of the Ta was 5. Hatah 6. The Ta itself is 6 Amot wide. Kotel HaEchal 6. The walls of the Heichal are 6. Tocho 3 Amah. Let's see where we are again. Okay? So you have the walls of the Mesibah. The Mesibah is 3. Then another 5 or 6. Let me just make sure. Okay? The Ta is 6. The walls of the Ta is the Kotel Hatah 5 here. Then Tocho 3 Amah, 20 Amot. Okay? Let's go back to the Mishnah. You sometimes can lose your place. Kotel HaEchal 6. Then you're back to the other side of the Heichal. Another Ta 6. Another office is 6. Kotel HaTah 5. Then the walls of the Ta are another 5. Ubeit HaRodat HaMayim 3 Amot. We didn't see that before. Beit HaRodat HaMayim is basically a drainage area. This is Beit HaRodat HaMayim right here. They had to have an area where the roof would drain and collect the water, I guess, and go down into the Amar, the lower area. So that was this area, Beit HaRodat HaMayim. It was corresponding to the Mesibah. That was 3 Amot. HaKotel 5 Amot. Then the Kotel was 5 Amot. Altogether, that was 70. Let's move on. Ra'ulam odev alav 5 amot 15 amma min hatzafon ו15 amma min hadarom. So the ulam, as we've seen here, protruded 15 amot this side and 15 amot on that side. And that's why this is 70, another 15, so this is 100. This whole thing is 100, and this whole area was 70 by, this is 100, so this was 70 by like a little less than that, 80 or whatever it was. It was a small rectangle. Okay? That was called the place of the chalifot, from like a chalif, the knife area. Why? Shesham gonzim et sakinim, that's where they keep the sakinim. Heichal tsar me'acharav, the heichal was thin behind, v'rachab milfanav, very wide in front. V'domeh le'ari, and it was built to look like an ari, to look like a lion. Shneimar, as it says, Hoi Ariel, Ariel Kiryat Chana David. Hoi, like hey, yay, the Ariel, the lion, Kiryat Chana David, the place where David encamped. Meaning David's encampment. Chana David is another word for Beit HaMikdash. The lion is thin behind and is wide mane in front. The same thing, the heichal was built. It was thin behind and wide in front. So now we can take a look at the whole heichal, right? I mean, I guess you could see it. The lion's mane is here, and then it was thinner behind because and the lion walks more gracefully behind. But it was called Ariel Chana David. Beautiful. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to Rabbi and my father, Rab Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.